श्री तिलोक जैन विद्यालय पाथर्डी. Teacher Mutha NS. Standard 7. Subject Science. Today we will see chapter number 1, The Living World, Adaptation and Classification. Introduction. Can you recall in what different ways is the diversity of living things seen? A great variety of plants is found on the earth. Some plants have colorful flowers. Some plants grow in water, where some are found in desert which have a scarcity of water. Some plants are found only in snowy regions. Some plants cannot be seen without a microscope, whereas some are huge in size. Like plants, animals to show diversity. Some are unicellular, others multicellular. Some are vert- vertebrate, some are invertebrates. This world is full of a diversity of animals, variety of animals, aquatic, terrestrial, amphibian, reptilian, aerial, etc. This observation gives rise to the question, how did this great diversity come into being? Can you tell? Are the plants and animals from Kashmir and Rajasthan of the same type? Can you elaborate any differences between the two? Coniferous trees like pine and deodar flourish in snowy regions like Kashmir. However, in desert of Rajasthan, plants like cactus and acacia, that is babul, are to be found. The camel in desert animal is not found in Kashmir. What is the reason for these differences? This happens due to because of adaptation. Let's see the definition of adaptation. Adaptation. Gradual changes occur in body parts and also in the behavior of organisms which helps them to adjust to their surroundings. Such changes are called adaptations. They take place over a long period of time. Now, we will see adaptation in plants. Observe and complete the chart. Include other plants from your own region too. The first column is plant. Second one is habitat. Habitats means where they are found. Third one is types of root. Next, characteristics of leaves, and last is the characteristics of stem. The first plant is lotus. Lotus are found in aquatic region, means habitat is aquatic. Types of root, there are two types of root, taproot and fibrous. In lotus plant, fibrous roots are present. Leaves are large and round with waxy layer. Stem are hollow and flexible to withstand the current of water. The next plant is cactus. Cactus occur in desert. Types of fruit is fibrous. Characteristics of leaves. They are very small in size. In some plants they have thorns. Stems are fleshy and green. The next plant is banyan. You can complete these columns in your notebook. Try this. As lockdown is over now, so we can do this activity by following the rules of social distancing. Visit various water bodies such as river, brook, pond, lake in your surroundings. In differences what differences do you observe between terrestrial and aquatic plants? Now we will study adaptation in plants according to their habitat, means occurring the regions where they are found. First, we will see the study of adaptation in aquatic plants. Some plants, some aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil at the bottom of water bodies. Their stems are submerged, while leaves and flowers float on the surface. However, some plants are entirely afloat. Their roots are not submerged in soil. The surfaces of leaves and stems of many aquatic plants are covered with waxy layer. Leaves of some aquatic plants are thin and slender like a ribbon. These shapes helps them to withstand fast current of water. Air spaces in stems and petioles of aquatic plants are useful for floating in water. Use your brain power. Why does water trickle off lotus leaves? Why don't the leaves of these plants rot in water? Why are the roots short and fibrous? Now, second region is desert. We will see adaptation in desert plant. First, try this. Take two potted plants. One is cactus and other is leafy plant. Tie plastic bag loosely around the leaves of these plants and keep them in sunlight from early in the morning. In the afternoon, bring those pots into the classroom and observe them. Has the same quantity of water collected in both bags? Let's see what changes occur in desert plant to survive in this region. Desert plants are leafless, either leafless or their leaves are like small needles or have been modified into thorns. As a result, they lose very little water by evaporation. They stem store water and food and is therefore fleshy. The stem are green as they perform photosynthesis in the absence of leaves. Their roots penetrate deep into the soil in search of water. There is a thick layer of waxy substances on the stem of these plants too. Now, the next adaptation is adaptation in plants of snowy regions. Can you tell in what way are sloping branches useful to the plants in snowy regions? Plants of snowy regions mainly include conifer like deodar and pine. These trees are conical in shape. Due to their sloping branches, in the heavy rainfalls and extreme cold, these regions are their conical shapes prevent the snow from accumulating on the tree and the thick bark helps the tree to withstand the cold. Next, we will see the adaptation in forest region. A variety of plants, trees, shrubs, herbs are found in forest. These plants compete among themselves for sunlight. Hence, trees grow tall to get sunlight, and climbers and vines grow to a great height with the support of trees. Spring like train rails on the stem of some climbers is an example of adaptation. Next, adaptation in plants of grassland regions. Diverse plants of bushes and grasses are found in the grassland. Fibrous roots of grasses prevent soil erosion. Grasses in the equatorial regions are very tall. Animals like tiger, elephant, and deer can remain hidden in these grasses. However, grasses in cold regions are very short. Animals like the rabbit are found in such grasses. Vast meadows are found in hilly areas as well as plains. Observe and discuss with your friends and teacher. Observe and note down the adaptation in plants and their parts like a potato, groundnut, yam, water hyacinth, aloe, acacia, carrot, onion, beet, bitter gourd, grapes, wine, etc., and other plants in your surrounding. Do this exercise and discuss with your friend. Adaptation for ingestion of food in plants. Most of the plants are anchored in the ground and they are autotrophics. Autotrophics means the plants able to make their food own. However, plants like dodder, that is cuscuta, are parasitic. The plant body of dodder consists of yellow wire-like stems. It is leafless and cannot perform photosynthesis. However, it has Hysterials, that is sucking roots for absorbing nutrients from the host plant. These roots penetrate up to the conducting vessels of the host plant to absorb water and food. Fungi do not have chlorophyll and cannot perform photosynthesis. They obtain food from starchy foodstuff like bhakri and bread. They have root-like fibers for absorption of food. Plants need nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium for growth. Plants that grows in soil which is deficient in nitrogen like Drosera, that is sundew, Venus flytrap, pitcher plants, etc. fulfill their food needs for nitrogen by consuming insects. Adaptations are seen in these plants which serve to attract insects and hold them captive. My friend Internet. Collect information about plants adaptation from website like www.mbgnat.net. Thank you.